Hey everyone. Let's start with a reality check. If you're looking for some strategy with a 90% win rate, you can turn off this video right now and go back to hunting for unicorns. If any trader tells you their strategy or signals have an 80 or 90% win rate, they're probably a scammer trying to sell you a group membership or trading signals. If their strategy is really that profitable, why do they even need to sell you their signals or some miracle strategy? Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. My videos are strictly for educational purposes, meant to show you how the markets actually work, whether it's Forex, futures, or crypto. For today, I've prepared 4 Bitcoin examples using the supply and demand strategy to show you that no matter what market or time frame you trade, my strategy always works the same. Now let's dive into the first example of the day. As always in my videos, I'm looking for a nice move along with a market structure break. I mark my zone based on the last opposite candle before the price made that nice move. I wait for a return to my zone, and I always look for some confirmation that the price won't just slice right through it. The price came back for a retest, tapped into the zone, and immediately gave us a clear signal with that green candle that it might bounce and keep moving up. I always risk 1% to make 2%, and I strictly stick to this. We'll see right away if this hits stop loss or take profit. Do you see that detail? Notice that in my videos, I always move my stop loss just a bit below my zone, and now you see exactly why. Many times, the price comes to test the zone deeper or to hunt the stop losses of traders who place them right below their entry candle. Don't fall for that, and I'll tell you why right now. They might argue that putting your stop loss all the way below the zone reduces your risk to reward ratio. But the truth is, if you manage to predict the direction right, this approach gives you a better chance of hitting your take profit. Compare that to having a tiny stop loss where market noise just knocks you out right before the price moves exactly where you predicted. We still have 3 more trade examples for today, so let's go check out the next one. Like always, I'm waiting for a move and a market structure break. Until then, I do nothing and just sit on my hands. Now you can see that the market is losing its upward momentum and just gave us a market structure break. So my plan is clear. I'll mark my zone, wait for the price to return, and look for some confirmation. If that happens, I'm 100% jumping into the trade. The price quickly came back and gave me my confirmation, so I'm definitely getting into this. SL goes above the zone, TP is at 2% reward, and I always follow the exact same process. It's the same thing over and over again. Nothing else matters to me. Nice trade. Another trade of the day and another TP. So far today, I'm up 4% on my capital, which is awesome, but we still have 2 more trade examples ahead of us, so let's see how it goes. At the end of the video, we'll crunch the numbers and see how we did overall today. If you like this kind of educational content, please hit that subscribe button, and feel free to leave your thoughts or feedback in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Now, let's move on to the third trade example of the day. Still the exact same process. I'm waiting for a market structure break, and based on that, I'll see what the market is likely trying to do next. The price made a nice impulsive move and gave us a market structure break, which means I'll want to open my trade in this direction. I'm marking my zone based on the last opposite candle after which the price made that nice move, and I'll be waiting for a retest of my zone. The price came back to test the zone and made it loud and clear with that green candle that it's likely reversing and heading in my direction, so I won't hesitate and I'm jumping into the trade based on that candle. I'm setting a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and let's see how this trade plays out. Whether it ends up good or bad, keep in mind that I'm already up 4%, so there's no point in stressing out. If you use a break-even stop loss in your system, this is the moment to move it to protect your capital in case the price decides to turn against you after all. As you can see, the market isn't perfect. At first, it looked like smooth sailing, then it looked like it was heading for break-even. Right after that it pushed toward TP again but still couldn't break through, then it turned against me once more and finally, it snapped and broke through my TP. This is the mental warfare that's part of the market almost every single day, and you just have to take it with a cool head. It's not like the market is doing this to you on purpose or anything like that. It's just normal trading. But what's important is that if you did have that break-even set up, your trade would already be risk-free, which is ideal when the market itself doesn't know where it wants to go. We're up 6% now, and we're going to look at the last Bitcoin trade example for today, and we'll wrap it all up at the end of the video. First, we need to see a nice impulse and a clear break of structure. A beautiful, clean move to the downside, and it also created a market structure break. I'll mark my zone based on the last opposite candle and wait for the price to return there. Since the price didn't break through my zone and looks like it's bouncing off of it, I definitely want to get into the trade. As always, I'm setting a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. I never target higher profits because it becomes harder to hit them. I stick to this setup for every single trade. 4 winning trades in a row? Hey, that happens in trading too. Let me know down in the comments, what's your longest winning streak or losing streak? I'd love for you to share your experiences. So, let's crunch the numbers at the end of the video. We're sitting on an 8% profit with 4 wins in a row. It's perfect, but we also have to keep in mind that just like we have a winning streak right now, there's always a chance of hitting a losing streak. That's trading, and it's completely normal when you trade the markets. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and drop your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.